Sierra Leone is indeed a land rich in natural resources, including diamonds, gold, bauxite, and rutile, along with a vast potential for agriculture and fisheries. However, the shadows of its past, most notably the brutal civil war from 1991 to 2002, continue to haunt the nation. The war, fueled by corruption, economic disparity, and the infamous blood diamond, left deep scars on the social, political, and economic fabric of the country. The politics of grievance, characterized by deep-seated resentment and divisions along ethnic, regional, and partisan lines, remains a dominant force in Sierra Leone's political landscape. These grievances often stem from historical injustice, perceived marginalization of certain groups, and the legacy of corruption and nepotism in government. As a result, the political discourse and interactions in Sierra Leone are frequently charged with mistrust and antagonism, impeding efforts to build a unified national identity. This fractured political climate has significant implications for nationhood and development. A continuous cycle of blame and counter-blame between political parties has diverted focus from more critical developmental policies and reforms. Public institutions struggle with inefficiency and corruption, further eroding citizens' trust in the government. Consequently, national unity remains elusive, with regional and ethnic loyalties often taking precedence over a collective national identity. The lack of a cohesive national vision undermines development efforts, as political instability discourages foreign investment and disrupts long-term planning. Social cohesion is also compromised, with communities remaining divided along political and ethnic lines. For Sierra Leone to progress towards true nationhood and sustainable development, it is essential to address these historical grievances, promote inclusive governance, and foster political culture that prioritizes national interests over partisan gains.
When Reverend Etheldred Nathaniel Jones, the man we remember today as Lamina Sankoh, made the bold decision in 1948 to canvass Sierra Leoneans and lay the foundation for the People's Party that was to become the Sierra Leone People's Party in collaboration with the PEPU of the Northern Region, the SOS of the Southern Region, and the Kono Party. It was not chasing power. It wasn't seeking personal glory. It was acting from a place of deep knowledge, spiritual conviction, and patriotic love. He knew something that we must remember, that Sierra Leone is a land more with commonalities than divisions. He understood this from the books, not from the books alone, but from lived experience, shaped by the time in the United Kingdom where he studied theology. It was there in the foreign halls of learning and reflection that the true richness of his homeland became clear. As it was there that he made a choice, a symbolic yet powerful choice to shed the name Etheldred Nathaniel Jones and embrace the name Lamina Sankoh was his first choice, which he did in the 1920s. That name, a name rooted in the soil of Africa, became the name that is known today by many. Today, we have a street in Freetown carrying the name Lamina Sankoh Street. This man was the one who came up with the motto or the slogan, one country, one people. He did so because he knew of the DNA and other commonalities that we have in Sierra Leone. Today, there is a group of people using that name and who are behaving in the reverse of that meaning. Idiotic as it is, today we are going to discuss. Good evening, Fambulem. Afumami no piari, bondesia, piana, kauyena. Over to you, Mr. Ture.
Abondesia abishie. Mami no seke no sukuri nito. Fambulem in a cabo plenty kushete una. Asuna yeri. The co-host don't read a very good illustration within we talk about today. I'm particularly happy because this is a man where I come across and fall in love with, appreciate a good work. And quite a lot of people don't know the significance of the man called Lamina Sankoh. Man will sacrifice himself. He cut himself from all tribal boundaries. He put himself in the center and bring everybody along with them. He encourage everybody for forget about we lily crevices. We lily corner them where we did. Then we can at the corner, not at the center. When you look at the man, the educational background, graduates na Fobe College, can England can study, a lecture in America, come back na Sierra Leone, who say he had really day a lucky country. The nationalism where the man show, a patriotism towards the country where he show. Now that make the slogan say, one country, one people. But unfortunately, people when they use the term, they don't even know the roots of the term and they don't even know the significance of it. Now that's what one can talk about today. Because we country, it is in parcels like Agidi. All man seem forgetting, they wait for sugar for hard day and eat. Where the African adage day, we say a united family, then they eat from the same dish. And that's Lamina Sankoh try for do now we country. Where he think of that slogan there, he say one country, one people. And because it be one day we all sit down and eat together as a family. The small science was a bit the same matter occupying space. And now whose space we occupy? Now the space called Sierra Leone. If you get us, now that space they. If you get school, now that space they. You get college, now that space they. Now that space they we call Sierra Leone. If we sit down the environment polluted, if we sit down the environment messed up, then how we go able to live a human life? Now that's make we all over the place like yo-yo. And I'm so happy where we can talk about this great man, a vision where he gets for we, where we don't go the opposite. Lamina Sankoh, a man who we're proud of, and a man where try for make we inculcate nationalism, not tribalism. It try for let we know nationalism, not clanism, not regionalism. So me people them, una let we Pay attention because na important subject this. Because any society we divided, as we national anthem say, family united, ever we stand. And the opposite of that, family divided, we go always in a gutter. Ajalo.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You see, if we tell people them patriotism, love for Salone, it go hardly they understand what all that mean.
Mhm.
It's time we begin to say it as it should.
Yeah.
The kind of education we then give we, they not give we am for teach we how for live together. Then give we am how for be divided so somebody go use we. You want the way go school, then tell them say because me I not go school or me na munkufula man. Then tell them say the Mingawa Englishman wake out with a way for govern Africans what they call divide and rule and call our Lord Lugat. They not tell them the truth. It was not the divide and rule of Lugard that is our problem. Now a product will come after the real problem. And the real problem is the education we then give you and the education we still they get na crap.
Total.
Because education will not able make una understand who that una be. Education will not able make una team up together say, now we get here, law make here. Education will they make you say, oh me I get PhD in engineering. I better pass that my own a teacher. He forgets saying a teacher.
Yeah.
Where they get in PhD. Education will they make you into a celebrated idiot. Now get in Sierra Leone. But when you say it, people feel like, oh, they get annoyed. In this life, if we cannot face the truth about ourselves, if we cannot face what is wrong about us, and say, yes, this is wrong. When I do things wrong, I tell myself, boy, you have been an idiot. I tell it to myself because I want to correct it. But in Sierra Leone, we see people going all over the place throwing their egos, thinking that's what makes them great. But this ego, now they destroy we. Because the ego, it feel the miseducation where we get, and the miseducation, they feel the vehicle
Mhm.
what then create for we. And what is that vehicle? The divide and rule vehicle. When Etheldred Nathaniel Jones, Reverend Etheldred Nathaniel Jones, after I finished Frobe College, he went to school in Sierra Leone. He go Uswan box Gloucester School, na Gloucester-born. From there, he come Albert Academy. From there, he go grammar school. And I'm sure during that days of going to school, now they begin build up this vision. Because if you look at the background of them schools then day, Albert Academy was brought to us by the Americo system that came from the South. It's more affiliated with Southern people, you understand?
Yeah.
Even though they can build an Afriton, afford Demoyamba. So he had an insight into mixing with Southerners. He had an insight into mixing with American Methodist people. Then later I went to the grammar school where I met the British people, mixing with people that you consider to be basic Creoles and other people from the northern half of Sierra Leone.
Mhm.
So from that early school age, they don't begin to interact, they get an education. We guide them. After Frobe College, he went to study theology, and in interaction, in his research, in his reading, he found out that Sierra Leone is a place with a common background. of Malinke and Fulani, irrespective of the languages we speak in Sierra Leone. So he changed his name in 1920s. That was at the time when he was doing his course.
Yeah.
He changed his name in the 1920s from Etheldred Nathaniel Jones to Lamina Sankoh. Not a politics make it change the name. He changed the name before he came inside politics.
Identity.
When he came back to Sierra Leone, he was going all over Sierra Leone doing his missionary job by the name of Lamina Sankoh. Then the idea came to him to form a political party that will be representative of all Sierra Leone. Then he formed the People's Party, not the Sierra Leone People's Party, the People's Party in 1948. After I formed in People's Party, he talked to his brothers then at the Western area and sisters them. Then he went up country talking to other people. He got by farmer of the north with the PPU, then can't join them. He got the SOS of the south with the other chiefs, them, the Magais, etc., then join them. Then he got the Kono Union for join them. That was when, in 1950, they changed the name of People's Party to Sierra Leone People's Party. And he said, let us use this slogan, one people, one country, because we are all one. Today, now divided people, divided country, because now idiots and the inside politics na salon. In all these political parties. Things like this, that slogan, one country, one people, in a country where people are sober-minded, they will sit in parliament and discuss it, then find the root of them, then say, okay, yes, this can bring we together. But instead of them do that, then they go take, would I get Congo Fo education, say, look, can form this commission, that commission. We are wasting time in Sierra Leone.
You know,
If we don't go back to our roots, we are wasting time. Go ahead, sir.
Man, you take them, put things then together, like them, I mean, we can sit down, they weave country clothes.
You know, say I just be daddy.
You know, you know, and you talk about issues then. One, you talk about the ecocentricity. It's been party.
In Sierra Leone. And it's across the world.
About things that were really relevant for what we did, what we did so. I will just add one more. What would they call laziness? We lazy. But people and they use this word here. One country, one people. Just like what you say, we educational system. We not encourage we for be curious enough to ask questions.
Amen.
Who side this start? Who side this come out? We busy, they praise everything else all over the world. We dey neglect what we get. We dey talk about Malcolm X, the man we not want to wait money, but the first person we do way before him. Way before him. He's an indigenous Sierra Leonean, Lamina Sankoh. We'll go talk about Malcolm X. We're going to neglect you. Because that is the cost what we get in our country. Everything else overseas, important, except Sierra Leone. Do you know when you talk to Salone countryman? I don't know if you don't make that observation there. We are so proud of we Malinke. The grandfather come on Mali. And Timbuktu they come out. Then they come on yanda. Me say my own people them come on yanda.
But that's the fact anyway. Most of us have connection to Malinke.
Yeah, we are so proud of everything outside. Then when you talk to a Creole man, we na Nova Scotian. Na Nova Scotia we come out. We na Fernando Po, we grandpa come out. We always proud of what is outside. Always. And they say, I don't like using the word always like generalization, but this is a generalization what we need for examine. Why is that the case? We got Lamina Sankoh, a great man. We try for social engineering, because he don't see this problem. Many decades ago, he said, Lord, we heal this problem. Now the medicine, the man, we don't fend so for we.
Exactly.
And now the man is, the same way if they do this, free to be separate. They call them colony.
Yeah.
We get the protectorate. This man, the catalyst, where fed tooth and nail for help, for glue it together. Say, let we amalgamate, let we join. He not say let we join for let we fit one another. He say let we join for let we go get one purpose, one value system, one ethical principle for govern we all. Now that make it talk say one country, one people.
You see, if I can come in.
Yes, sir.
That word one country, one people, not a political slogan.
No, not at all. No.
What in one country, one people they say is that Sierra Leone, like Guinea and Liberia, or what you call the Mano River Union, we all get a common background, and that we all belong to the same origin. We get the same anthropological reality. We get same names. We link with to shared ancestors and spiritual lines. We get same place names where they tell we stories of migration, struggles, etc. Then we get the same ceremonies them, and even with languages them. We languages them. Not to your last program, we they talk about them what the way they friend amended team ni limba and what in.
Exactly.
What in so hard for understand what not they see them things here. Especially we will say we educated, we go school and university.
And what I find even interesting now the choice of name where the man take for himself. You know, say Lamino, he say Lamina.
Yeah.
The very indigenous way where a
Of
Sierra Leone would call Lamin. He say Lamina Sankoh. Because first, now he first accept the reality. Say me, now a descendant of slave returnees, but I come from here, I belong here. I was stolen and fate brought me back. And as I come here, I have to recognize
that I belong here.
Exactly.
So
he called himself Lamina Sankoh. He called himself Lamina Sankoh, not so because of politics, not because of identity. He identified himself with Sierra Leone first.
If I can come in, sir.
Yes, sir.
I believe, say, even the political party other man form, the motive was not about personal gains. It was about unifying Sierra Leone at that time. Let people then get the awareness, say, we get a common destiny because we get a common origin.
Yeah.
Today, the miseducation, what they call education, and the fact that we not a try for land who that will be. When man don't go school, some man as he reach from 5, he forget about book till die. Some man way reach from 6, he forget about book till die. Some man way go university, after he come out, he forget about book. Some man not even read book past newspaper, even newspaper, pass him it there they don't buy. They read them. I'm honest. I'm being honest, mister. Why are we so intellectually lazy in Sierra Leone that we common destiny there before we will not see them? Instead, we they go all over the place, they do idiotic things then. When a Camara from Cambia, meet a Kamara from Kono or Kenema, or from Pujang, the tendency they say then they see themselves different. When this government come 2018 and begin sack people on the basis of surname, not realizing that these surnames are found all over Sierra Leone. You see how stupid and idiotic we be?
My brother, I like you not say it is visible. But when people are deluded,
Well,
even when they talk then they pretend like for say they're not the area or in the sea. It is clear. The man who they talk about so, Pajalo, he born 1884. By 1961, when they get independent, that 77-year-old man, a very old man, very wise.
Not in 1964 he died.
Yes, in 1964 he died.
In 1964.
The man, he was now independence politician, educator, banker, and cleric. He gets a broad horizon. Not to them tetemute what they get now, they come out, I get rich for this, I get this.
Well,
The man gets a broad horizon.
No cost me, I mean, I wanted to mute. And me, I get Kobo food.
You know, not to be young dude. So he was not after politics. He be there after for left inheritance.
Yeah, a legacy. He wanted to leave a legacy.
I use the word inheritance because Salon people that they use legacy, they don't know the meaning. Then they
Well,
talk to such people, they don't left legacy.
Don't show them the meaning to this, sir.
You know,
legacy, not a property. Legacy, now something they do it forever and ever, you know, the whip. Like what Mandela do so,
yes.
Now legacy.
Yes.
One day they not tell what Nelson Mandela in wealth. If then they talk and say not in the first priority.
But the man,
when he
take power, the very first thing he said the money too much. He said, half of the money he give charity, na charity be the get away die. That's not, let's forget about that. Let's come to the reality here. The reality here, Salon people that they talk say people that left legacy. Pajalo, let's talk brother to brother. When you small, when me small, where will they come up? Will we get pipe bound water, not so?
Yeah.
That pipe bound water, it exists in Sierra Leone.
Well, legacy there. The legacy of stopping pipe born water.
I don't say like giving free talk.
That's a free talk. Anything in life, if it's not positive, it's negative.
Because I don't know what people at the talk.
Mr. Wale, you understand this?
Yes, sir.
There are two sides to life.
Mm-hmm.
Then the middle day, when are the truth?
Yeah, the truth.
The one side positive, the other side negative, not so?
Mm-hmm.
If they say people left legacy, not true. The legacy of destruction and poverty and squalor.
The negative ones, not a positive ones.
We are right. That's what we are saying. Yes,
the negative ones and then left.
They are right. It's a legacy of negativity and personal self-aggrandizement. We're not going to benefit them.
Guess what? That's why I say, when they talk, say, they left legacy, I say inheritance. Because if you live a life, you die, you left something tangible for you picking them, for your family.
That's not talk, say,
we papa build this house left for we, he left property them for we, he left farmland them for we. These are positive things where they can continue for build,
but they are not legacies.
Where they go continue for build, you know, their family up. But we now, as we culture on day, yesterday always better past today.
Amen.
The wet man not do much for we. But the lily where they left, all deteriorate, we go back to zero.
Amen.
Yes.
Legacy, not a property. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
You don't see plenty property, but then property they dissipate, then disappear. The best legacy we can left for a pikin, I forgive them a structured life.
Yeah.
I like na tempo he left in a bank. If they get a structured life, then they build that tempo into millions.
Yes.
No Sierra Leonean has ever left a legacy for Sierra Leone except Lamina Sankoh.
Yeah. Lamina Sankoh left legacy.
Because he wanted us to unite. Out of unity, we would have been able to harness the wealth of the country, would have been able to get the best deals. Guinea has a legacy left for them by Sekou Touré.
By Sekou Touré, yeah.
Today, Guinea, they can benefit from the iron ore. The Simandu iron ore on Nimba Mountains, from 1996, then they panda hustle they try for sign contract with Rio Tinto of Australia. The Guineans then put them foot say, now this we want. He reach a stage, Rio Tinto play foul. He reach a stage, then say who they left. He reach a stage, the Chinese came in because they are working with Rio Tinto. The Guinea man then put them foot say, this we want.
They know what they want.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Finally, they have a deal. And what is that deal? Up front, Guinea is getting 15% royalties for every ton of iron ore sold. Then get 20% if they invest money in the business. And the investment not limit to government investment. They can form a private equity fund, then get Guineans, then put their money together, they invest in the business. That automatically, they give the country 35% shares. Then, of course, when people invest, then get shares from the dividends. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Next, there is an arrangement that within the areas where they get for do the mining, then for provide for the people their welfare. So the International Finance Corporation, IFC, where serve the partner on this business, an American group, now they don't begin to train people in the area for get certain skills, for able work in the mines. They don't begin to train people for get other skills for do service industries. Would I get for do catering, would I get for do transportation and logistics, etc., etc. Then they train the local content. Then number 3, they are building a 400 and some kilometers railway where they come off from the mines, come to a new point na Farana province. Outside and they build a modern port for ship them for can take the iron ore and for do freight handling. The agreement about the railway is the railway should have passenger and freight service as well as service for carry the iron ore go to the port.
Mm-hmm.
So that means the people within that axis, they can get a railway where they serve their economic and developmental needs.
Yeah.
We will take 12.8 billion metric tons of iron ore give. Then now, I don't can give na 40 billion as if na favor they do the people.
You see this thing how they talk.
You see, one thing I want us to put emphasis on, let us ask a question. The 2 immediate heads of state, Anesco and Julius Maada Bio, are they not playing a trick on Sierra Leoneans? We don't need to answer it. Let the public answer that question.
Then go look. and
Are they not playing a trick on us?
You know, I want for come back be a little bit, if you will permit me.
Come, go beyond. Now we talk.
This in legacy.
Because this is
about legacy, because this is what Lamina Sankoh left us. And we not even recognize the worth of what he left. You see people and they use them. It's like they eat of koshub. One country, one people. One country, one people. One country, one people. They don't know the meaning. They don't understand.
I will tell you the meaning now. The meaning now, I will tell you the meaning. The meaning now is one country, one people. It was Abishe Bo Abishe.
Yeah, one country, one tribe. And that was not what it was built around. But let me tell you this. Legacy is more than what you don't say.
Yeah.
Legacy. When you know a family person, if you left legacy, the very first legacy where you left for you picking na your DNA. You name na a brand. Like when I say Jalo Jamboria, you get Boku Fulaman in Sierra Leone, but when I say Jalo Jamboria, they stand out because of una grandpa, una great grandpa, waiting he don't do, waiting he set, how he set them. So everybody.
And we get that obligation not for well than him.
Exactly.
As I'm seated here, maybe I may be as poor as a church rat, but I cannot afford to destroy.
No, you cannot, because the one that will come before you, they don't set a name, a brand, and that brand is stand out, and then they look up to Una for being ambassador to that name.
Yeah.
You see, for just the talk, the word legacy, lose the leg when somebody get diarrhea. You know, this is part of the problem when we get to the country.
Well,
we just use words them.
Maybe you not get a sick.
You know,
maybe you not get a sickness alone when on the other side and call her intellectual diarrhea.
Well, I think that's correct, because they are just the cancer. So this make all the make more education. It's a good thing. It's only good when you're there alive. You know, they left as an inheritance or you pick in. When you die, whatever qualification you get is useless.
Look behind me there. If I die now, they're useless.
They're useless. Nobody know they use them.
Then they always see so.
What thing you pick in they use? Now, the training where you train them.
Yeah.
How you set them up psychologically, emotionally, mentally, you make them as solid as a rock for let it go challenge the challenges there where it get for come across in life.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone now, as it is so, where they talk about legacy, none of the leaders they will get, with the exception of Sam Milton.
Maybe he is not an exception because he just ruled 4 years.
Yeah, he tried.
We not get a clear picture of in type rule.
He tried. He tried for empower the chiefs them. He tried to do that. Now he brother wake up. Now he can try for pull power and achieve their hand. Now they will begin the lead for go so we go so.
Yeah, Bandele.
You business with us talking, you just
yeah, Bandele.
You know, and the Bondo woman them, he trained them because we not get enough midwife. He's a doctor. The man was multifaceted as well.
I know that part very well.
He was an historian. He was an historian and a medical doctor. A first degree in history. Then he go do medicine. He's a versatile man, just like Lamina Sankoh. Lamina Sankoh, now a banker, now a politician, now a cleric, now educator. Can you imagine that? With politicians and what we get. Look, some of the one where they come out now, say they want for be flag bearer. You can smell cow and get panel from 10 miles.
Thank God I gave me a flag now.
They want be flag bearer. You can smell cow and get panel from 6 miles away from them. They are babies. They don't get a clue of the world. They don't know how systems they work. Yeah, they may have a PhD, but where's the life experience? Where's life
They
experience?
may have experience working with people and things that are foreign to Sierra Leone, which is not part of their culture.
Exactly.
This is one thing we have to begin to emphasize to Sierra Leoneans.
That's what we are doing here. That's what
But we are lost souls. We don't know who we are because we have lost touch with our culture.
We are disconnected. Total disconnect. Total disconnect. Then you see small Bobo, the commot, when Bobby not done a motive itself. He won't be president.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that alone now a serious indictment.
Allah say this
because
is time
for being a headman, now we culture. They say now elephant head, not a goat head. Now elephant. The people in the talk are not even a place like in those days. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
Now it is so cheap that all kind concrobi, one for be flag bearer. You know. Then somebody come out who's there that he say, don't take the flag come out. So when you take the flag come out, na beke, that's na biara for bear person. So that means to say salo that the body. Who's how the bearer? It is best if we get ourselves together, we resuscitate this dead body here.
But Sierra Leone should not die. Sierra Leone should not die. Simply because Sierra Leone, in as much as we compare to a living organism, as long as the world is without end, Sierra Leone should be without end.
Yeah.
And how they fail, now because we know they try for land, what we need for land, now create a foundation for make Sierra Leone able to go into the future without having been malnutritioned, without having to live on life support, etc., etc.
Yeah. Keep a good
And
bill
when
of health.
they fail, now because we self not know who that will be. But if you tell Sierra Leone and that, he go feel say na insult. Look around. Go to Guinea. The Guinean knows who he is. They are well grounded in their culture. Go to La Côte d'Ivoire. The Ivorians, they know that them be. They are well grounded in their culture. Go to Ghana. The Ghanaians are well grounded in their culture. And they know the connections. That is why the Ghanaians, from all the languages of Ghana, the main languages, then develop a third language. Yes, the Ghanaians have a third language that is Creole. The Ashanti, Fanti, and the other and the all, the languages then come together, then call Antwi. Nigeria, they may have linguistic differences, but the Nigerians, I'll tell you, have developed a cultural foundation where they bond them together. All man know who I be, so all man respect other man in limits, in difference, then say, okay, but we are Nigerians. If you want to see what I'm saying, look at the Nigerian films they produce. You see, in as much as then they act as Yoruba personalities, but then they act as Hausa. They act some film them as Igbo, but they see they act as Yoruba or Hausa. Because they want to portray a national cohesion. When you look at the Nigerian film critically, what they're doing is social engineering.
Yeah.
When you listen to the Nigerian music play, what they are doing is social engineering. They are not taking foreign cultures. The Afrobeat, you go say, may be foreign to them because it was taken to Nigeria by Sierra Leonean. But when Fela Kuti made it into a global brand, what did the young generation do? Then build up. We in Sierra Leone, We get Afro National, we get Super Combo, we get Sabano 75, we get Abdul TJ who they play Pamoine Meringue. The only Sierra Leonean artists who I see they go close to their music, then they go tell you. And I go now all day London,
Well,
Kuti.
the funny
I
thing
say
about,
Innocent Kuti.
yeah, I know.
The music they very close to the Sierra Leonean brand.
I know. You know, the sad thing, just like what you they talk so, you they talk about music.
Culture is
But
important.
when you they talk about culture, you cannot talk about it if you not talk about your traditions, we not talk about your music, we not talk about your art, we not talk about your language.
Una clothes, una food.
I they talk to somebody who's did that. We meant for be proper Creole man. Proper Creole man. When they talk now, I say, bo, we country, we all don't talk Karangba, we just the suck from the country, we not know the try for add value to the country. Now they say, what's the country?
That's creating Karamba mean.
Now I say crab loss, parasite. But the same person will not talk go far. Now they say, what I don't pass Gary, now they are shaking my head. Now I say, na Nigerian Creole they talk so.
Yeah.
I say because Sierra Leone say water pass flour.
Yeah.
Now you hear Salomon they talk Creole when they talk and they talk but hey, it don't buy.
Which side that word come out?
As though Nigerian man they call die. They don't die.
Igbo word.
Yes, you know it's so funny now. You see Salomon they dress, he wear bead. Salomon not he wear bead. Bead not in our culture now. Women they wear bead. You know, I dey see them thing and then I saw me belly they gripe. I say, hey God, why? What do them people here? But when you see, I can always come back on the Bible, the Quran, then texts that they're very powerful. Only if the people and the teacher were correctly.
But
He
now
said-
part of the
he
thing
said
that
people are destroyed. He
take me away from we culture, my friend.
He said
The
people
Bible
are
is-
destroyed because of lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge, it make people and go astray. How could you? You can talk to some man. When you tell about certain Israeli and culture, I know they do. I mean, I'm Muslim.
Oh,
You
that
want to
tell
tell me
me-
what's Arab man not get culture?
Eh, well.
You didn't throw away your culture because of Islam.
Arab man and they play music, the woman and they dance belly
Belly
dance.
dancing, virtually
Half
naked.
naked. Ah, well.
I talked to my brother. You know, this is it's a very tough one. You know, let we not go out of the topic because we did talk about one country, one people,
You see,
unity of purpose, unity of identity.
coming back to
unity of purpose.
the topic,
Uh-huh.
let we go step by step.
Yeah.
The very fact that all of us are migrants into the forested region from the Sahel and other parts of West Africa, we need to find out why. What have been the cause for that migration where people run inside the forest for can hide? Now because of harassment. And who were these people harassing us? Arabs and their collaborators. People inside the forest at different points in time, they establish small clans them because the forest been very thick. Now from that we begin get then language is here how they take till they make for divide Sierra Leone. But the people, all of them came from the same source.
From the same source.
Some came from Senegambia, some came from the eastern parts of West Africa. And the one who come from the eastern part of West Africa, they can toot them. The first batch were not running away. They were brought there by somebody who was a military general called Tirakaman Traore. You great grandpa. You great grandpa, na be warrior.
Yeah.
Now been the general for Sunjata Keita. They tell them they try for establish Mali Empire.
Mm-hmm.
So he come with people them for can take conquest. When he reach na the forest, he not able penetrate Canada the coast. That was why the Mali Empire did not enter Sierra Leone. It is very close to Sierra Leone. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then he moved north. We go north, Senegambia, outside too much forest no day. He was able to establish onto the coast. He get part of Guinea-Bissau, part of Senegal. Then he go back outside the former Ghana Empire,
Mm-hmm.
Ouagadougou, Binde, Western Mali, present the Mali, Kumisale, etc. He take all that part there under control. But he was not able to come back to Usaibi left them people here between the borders of present-day Guinea and Sierra Leone.
And no can take Ipasule we left there.
Yeah, because when he reached yonder by the time he don't do all that conquest, he don't old, he don't tire. As a matter of fact, he never returned to Timbuktu. He died somewhere around the northern part of Guinea-Bissau, the outside them get the Cabo Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And they died. Not from war, he died.
Naturally.
Yeah. Yes. So the people away left na that forest region, na Guinea and Eastern Sierra Leone, they are waiting for him. Because he told them, hey, Makono, wait for me here. And these are the people who call Kono today.
Kono.
And that's why Konos, the names them, Namo of Ture, Kamara, Fofana, etc. Kuruma. Okay?
Yeah.
This is not the first batch we come up from the east. By then, they had met a batch that came south from Senegambia. The batch comes out from Senegambia, some Bisidon, Afuta Jalon, some Canary Coast, Tekonakri, etc. Some can right south, they mix with the other people, they mix the Bolum, who they call Shabru.
Shibra, yeah.
And they had lived together for over 1,000 years. That's why the coastal people, they're all language similar. Zebra man, Timini man, Soso man, whether they talk, then language similar and then they understand themselves.
A lot of similarities.
Including one small group we don't disappear, we then call Baga.
Mm-hmm.
Then they understand themselves. Okay?
But then still exists in Guinea.
Then they even as alone.
Yeah.
Only that now then they pass as Timini.
Yeah, most of them not on.
And they alone. Then they come here. Baga, then they come here.
Yeah.
Okay? So, what did that do for Sierra Leone? It creates a place, Usai, you go north, you go south, you go east, you come west. Now the same surnames that you they meet. Then, within Sierra Leone, you get a place name where they find every district somewhere. Every district get a place name somewhere. Why can't we see some of these things? Why?
Because we learning system, not teach we for be curious, for want to know, and for think. Then learn we for regurgitate, memorize.
Yes, because
And
you have to listen to his master's voice.
So because
You
of
see, I
that,
don't make a list of the surnames then are Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Liberia.
yeah.
You see them? Now they show so on the screen.
All right.
Shared surnames across ethnic lines in Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Liberia. Kamara, the origin is Mande, associated with traders, griots, and Islamic scholars who have the name Kamara. Mende, Timni, Loko, Kuranko, Soso, Limba. common in Muslim communities linked to commerce and clerical lineages.
Yeah.
Kuruma, origin, Mandi, possibly from Kuro, town, Ma, mother or founder. Which are the people that use it today? Timni, Mende, Loko, Limba. Often linked to chieftaincy or found in clans. Kaba, Mandi, Senegambian. Possibly means strong or fast. Timni, Madinka, Loko, Krio. Found in royal and religious lineages. Bangura, Mandi, possibly a title or place. Mende, Timni Loko. Sise, Timni Mandi, possibly from Sise or Sisoko, Islamicized lineage. The people that have a Timni, Loko, Kuranko, the Mendes them, someday will adopt this because they were settlers from the north who went to the south.
Yeah.
The Sises of the south are people from the north.
Yeah.
Just like the Fofanas. Okay?
Yeah.
Bari, Fulani. Jalonka, Kuranko, Suso, Timni. Ba, Fulani. Jalonka, Fulani, Kuranko, Jalonka. Fofana, Mandi, Fulani. Timni, Mende, Kuranko, Loko, Suso. Jalo, Fulani, Mandi. Fulani, Suso, Jalonka, Madinka. Conte, Timni, Senegambian. Timni, Loko, and some Mende. Kagbo,
And
Timni.
Limba as well.
Yes. Yeah, Limba and the owner Conte.
Yeah. The Kuruma and back,
Okay.
they get Kono.
The Limba and the Kono, the Kuruma them where they na Kono, they are more original than the one that where they na the Western area because
Right.
they came with Tiramakan.
Okay.
Ture, Mandi, one of the oldest noble clan names. Timni Mende, Krio Suso. Kalon, Mandi, Mende Timni Loko Krio. Konne. That una idiot we spoil the election. Now the name is
Boy come on at school where they say manners make it money. They behave in short.
when Belen Fiba Lekid. Madinka Mandi. Kuranko Susu Madinka Mende. Kane. Madinka Fulani. Yadonka Kuranko Fulani Madinka. Well, some today speak Mende. So Lord put on
The question where a lot of people would want to know of all these surnames, why would Etheldred Nathaniel Jones chose Sankoh?
The answer simply is Sankoh is not too much of a widely used Malinke surname in Sierra Leone. As a matter of fact, that name Sankoh is a localized form of Sankara. Now, people learn from how they call this Gonya, and then get that name Sankoh, Sankara. Okay? It's not a widely used name and it's limited to specific areas of Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Especially Tonkolili and Potloko district.
Yeah. And we still get pockets of Sankaras in Sierra Leone.
Now then are the Sankoh.
Yeah.
Now then are the Sankoh.
We link them now together.
Then gets a strong link with Burkina Faso.
You know.
And the Sankohs them then get a rich tradition of being very strong, I think. people and we're connected with some kind of mystical theology. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
They are like we go say a Muslim, but they practice in traditional religion.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Swarrian sect of Islam, they're very liberal and they allow people to practice their own
Mm-hmm.
kind of religion. I then
Yeah.
call synchronism.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The Sankohs then belong to that group.
That group there.
They are very traditionalist. People are very much
I think
traditionalist.
so. That's the reason why um, 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 Reverend Jones chose the name.
And a family where, if you know them, they are gentle, they are not much to I go see other people the way they pan boku thing. Only that some of the younger ones, them are no. May God help them. They have allowed themselves to be misused and abused by other idiots because
When the
then
man changed his name, he was 36 years of age when he changed his name.
okay, that was in the 1920s.
Yes, 1920s. Yeah.
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 You see, we get a lot of things in
Will they talk at the camp 1 minute?
okay.
Get it
We
done.
get a lot of things in Sierra Leone where we need for find out because there is much that brings us together than divide us. But I don't know. I don't know when we are going to find time to begin to look at these things. This politicization of everything in Sierra Leone is not good for us. It's not good for us. Yes, politics is important because politics determines how a country makes its policies, how a country directs itself, but it should not be an instrument of division for a country. It should not be. It should not be. Yes, we know it's happening now in America, but that does not justify division in politics. Politics is about disagreeing to agree. Even in America, the worst of time now, the Democrats and the Republicans then get outside and they agree. Yesterday, I listened to a session of the Security Committee when they were talking to certain generals. You'll see maturity, you see agreement. But in Sierra Leone, we think politics is about enmity.
Yeah.
That man they under a different language they talk, a different tribe he belong to. I'm enemy. Hey, boy, whose kind madness we pass that? Salon on head no day. Women they man say Buamui. And then Bokuna say
Boango.
Buamui na them Bokuna salon. Chris man them. Why should we be fighting and cursing each other? Why should we be doing it at our own detriment? We dey take with mineral resources, we give away. We take with natural resources, we give away. Hey, now we dey the power, now we turn. If we are not left stupidity in us alone before some of we they die, we they swear that country, not let
The brother, Lamina Sankoh, he changed his name before Malcolm X was born. But Salomon Sidon, they talk about Malcolm X.
And they talk about
Pan-Africanism. We get a Sierra Leonean we change in name at 36 in the 1920s. He born 1884. He sacrificed a life for we country. He educated. In fact, people and we know the man first and then say if they make pepper school for help contribute the land book.
All right.
If they teach people that were not able to go school for help them for sit the British exams.
What impossible go do past that again?
Exactly.
What impossible go do past that again?
But that's why he was.
Why didn't the people at that time see reason as to why this man they do this thing?
Not to just for the Tarawali do how you call himself this, because when them born the university na Biledik say he make how you call them community learning where it take the syllabus and the learning to people and villages and incline them. They not be come again as Biledik say. Lamina Sankoh was doing that. If they take learning to people then, they teach them for free.
They wanted to see change. That's for the early way you talk about so. Even in history, a lot of people don't know him.
Yep,
they don't know the man was a nationalist and he didn't like the way the British were treating us.
Yeah.
He told them to their face, they saw him as a rebel, they destroyed his institution. The man, with all the people they work with, then therefore take them family, send them somewhere else. Some came to Moyamba, some went to Bo.
Yeah.
If you are Fofana na Moyamba district today or Bo district, now they didn't come out at that time.
This system
if you are Sise na Bo district, now they didn't come out at that time.
This system of learning.
If you are Soare na Pujaon district, now they didn't come out at that time. 3 soirees came from Bilen Dixon.
Yeah.
Went to Freetown first. The one Sidom na magazine court, he start the Madingo Jama, till them build a Madingo Mosque where they lower magazine court.
Mm-hmm.
The other one can sit on a Kisi, St. Helena. Now in picking them, we start that pest control na St. Helena by that refinery.
Okay.
Then the other one them then go upline.
Mm-hmm.
Pass through Moyamba. Mm-hmm. From Moyamba, then go end up na Pujaon.
You see, that system of learning there, after we them born the Biledik say, the same like you, the team leader and then born the university. Out of jealousy. When they born the university, now they start a model of learning where it take learning to the people then. When they practice so in England, what they call Open University. So that model of learning now in startup. We get so much about ourselves where sometimes when I can come to the realization, I can just smile to myself with I feel sweet inside. But now that's a lot of people don't know. When you know about your history, you know about your identity, you come to the realization what you worth. It only they boost your self-esteem, which is a very good thing. You see, we can't in a country where we don't turn to wimps. International community. You don't create.
But this is what the British created. You think that really happened by accident?
It's not happened by accident. So they just
created it. They wanted us to be dependent forever.
They want to be useless.
The kind of education we then give we now one of dependency. Then we for be servants to those above.
All right.
They not give you education for be innovative and creative. As a matter of fact, the use of the English language as a medium of instruction was part of the problem and part of the mechanisms for keep we under them.
Yeah.
Because when you don't control somebody in mind, you don't control them forever.
Forever. You don't know your finger.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But what did that do for we? The fact that we've been to teach people them in a language we not to their mother tongue, we wasted a lot of human resource. And that what they do. Check the rate at which Sierra Leoneans are doing science and technology. Maybe recently, because now technology, or what they call STEM, don't become more of a practical hands-on subject. Lot more go learn. But then tell they go school, whether they say chemistry, physics, some man they see them as devil they can't appear just now. You understand? Because you don't go in a situation of symbol shock.
Mhm.
At the time when they go teach and general science, then begin talk about osmosis, transpiration. The man they ask is what did that mean? If you explain osmosis to somebody, what they talk so in so, or they talk mende in mende, or they talk timney in timney, if they understand and so much that it they able to use her now for do something. But when you go explain that to the person in English, and the person not understand English better, if you buy like when they pull devil for can do and bad. This is why we have very few scientists in Sierra Leone. I will tell you this. And check all West Africa. It's the
Mhm.
same thing you'll see. Recently, yes, there are changes going on because of this new mode of teaching, where they combine science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, then call it STEM. It's now more of a practical do than read
Ah,
thing, which is good because it take out the talent from the person. What you go call there is a term for that in education. It's deductive education, not so inductive. The education of the British then give inductive. What you then tell you, now for sabi. Now I make even per religion and say, do as I say, don't do as I do.
as I do. Then we'll be going to class and say we all go to our classes with clean hands and faces to
You
pay
understand?
greater attention to what we are told.
We need to do a lot of revisions, but it has to start with an examination, a research on the cultural background, and let's come to terms with them. There is a lot of things good in our culture we for go back to and understand. It will
That's
tell me exactly how we are related.
that is we pride and joy. If the pride and joy where you get the best ingredients where you get nothing that you process, the man
You see,
you don't go enjoy.
I want to be careful how they use this word culture
Uh-huh.
because I get a belief or a feeling, say,
Yeah,
most people don't understand what your culture means. They use it as a way of showing off their ego.
yeah.
Culture is not an ego trip, something. Culture gets science, we'll for understand. Culture get philosophy, we'll for understand.
Yeah.
Culture get medicine, we'll for understand.
Mhm.
We'll be in the grow up, people them in the use leaf for cure a lot of things. We cried it down. The Chinese, 70% of them drugs and herbs.
If you notice, when they use the word generally, they use them in a compound form, culture and tradition.
Mhm.
They don't use them singly.
Yeah, they go side by side.
Yeah,
Although there are differences, like in Sierra Leone, you can distinguish between culture and tradition.
yeah.
Because as far as I am concerned, we have only one culture in Sierra Leone. But we get several traditions.
Yeah,
Everywhere in Sierra Leone you go, it's the same way they prepare food. Everywhere in Sierra Leone you go, the musical instruments are very similar
very similar.
and the beats are almost the same. Everywhere in Sierra Leone you go, we housing construction systems are the same. While they say housing, I mean traditional. Not to them cement also they build. That dirty block. That dirty block
Yeah,
for
I
building
know, yeah.
block.
They get it
Or
dirty block, then they get the mud and they mix with straw.
whether they make the thick force,
Yes.
they don't fix and find and tie them, then they put the mud,
Where
they
they
with
don't
them
mix with
ball.
straw. Yeah.
When they're done, then they smooth them with clay or they use cow dung.
Yeah.
Where you go any side na Sierra Leone, now the same thing they meet. Even though they don't move away
We
from
get
them.
a lot more in common than
That country close where then they make with loom. Any side na Sierra Leone are the same thing.
the same.
What
Yeah.
is different na the kind ink code and they use for color the
Yeah,
country.
the dye, the kind tickle they get an ecology.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you find accidentally bad and you know something like that rust. And then
Now, not to cola or na
yes, so it just like that rustic look.
na
It's
cola,
rusty.
cola.
Yeah.
Either cola or a tree
Now a
where
tree, now a kind of tree. Feel like
was
lali color.
yes.
Yeah.
Lali, na and then they use panel for stengara.
Uh-huh.
I grew up in a home in Songo. Usai mi granny bin they use lali for make gara.
Yeah.
And they tie them where they don't tie them. You get them big jug. The man mean the way they make them with cement. First they make out clay.
Exactly.
Later they begin make out cement. That jug now then they fill up the lally with water. They put salt. Then they put small caustic soda.
Mm-hmm.
Then lock them. That thing they team up 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Within that 2 weeks, they stench away the pool.
Yeah. It's man.
Lord of mercy. Then they try the gara, the white brilliant. People and they will be specialized on that for time for getting different designs. Where don't the thing don't come to, then they put the white brilliant, the Taiwan inside that lally,
Mm-hmm.
then left and day overnight.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, then look if they died all lamb, then pull am. If they die no lamb, then they still left and day the same day to the next day. Then pull am now, then wash am with water.
Mm-hmm.
For pull the salt and the caustic soda pan am.
Mm-hmm.
Wash am, then they wash am over and over and over, then put am a sun. But not so big sun, outside shade day, let it dry.
Yeah.
When it dry, then they put now that glue. Remember that gum where they come up and thick.
Yeah.
That gum will then thick be they produce first them.
Yeah.
They sell her even at their market then at Freetongue and other places. That gum and then they boil, now inside it and they duck that close. Then pull them, put them back for dry. Where it dry now they tell they knock them. Now be woke. Now short thing. Yeah. You see there
In those days, Martini be so noisy.
I did get them.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. But that was an industry that we should not have allowed to die.
I don't die.
Ghana.
Yeah. Now Martini like the headquarters for that.
Maintain the industry. Ghana, they maintain the Kente.
Now Martini na me they ahead. And I be the number one.
Maintain the Gara industry.
Mm-hmm. And because of the Gara industry, make them begin to do that cacao show them the Kandwa and Makini
Yes.
for making them showcase their artistry in the Gara making and all of that.
How
While
did we?
industry and the show how they make furniture and other fab things then. A lot don't die. A lot don't die. And we get for a week in all them things. And one way we will do now this topic here we waiting so today. One country, one people. The people that know the sacrifice we person like Lamina Sankoh make for bring that slogan there and the reason behind it. That's alone enough for them we take them seriously and we revive them, with venom.
What did I go tell the listeners them? This document, this with their surnames. Anybody we want them, like contact we. This document has to go all over Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
This.
Then little things there, people like
Even though I've been preparing them for a specific purpose, I don't mind for circulatum. I don't mind for circulatum. It's part of the book I'm writing. But I don't mind for circulatum. Jabi, Njai, Kanu, Yakite, Saragule. You know, say people and then Sierra Leone will get that name there, Saragule. You know that?
Yeah.
But they are in a
very rare.
Yes. Anybody who want tamper with audience, let them contact.
The name them back we rare na fino.
I get for prepare the one and the special. The traditionally original native name.
We get for do that as well.
Then they across.
The fino they're very, very, very limited. Likewise, the
Tolly, Blah.
They're all very.
You get Lamboy. You get, I think, I call them. Now the South, what's in that anymore? Oh God. They are from Moyamba.
Bantamoy.
Bantamoy na false name. Apa name loss. A false name. Just like Magona na false name. The Magonas are Kalons.
Yeah, Kalon. Well, a lot of that happened as well. Like for instance, this man they call Lami Sidiki.
Nasise.
Because a lot of people away.
Bantamoy a false name. Banta na them Timni Banta who been there na Moyamba.
Yeah.
Women they man say Moy, you know what he mean.
Yeah.
A false name. Now something like where they're not able to call his name properly, then they use that shortcut. Or maybe he did something, we make them say, hey, this man will come up from them Banta and do this. So then they call him a Banta Moy. A false name.
Now my Banta people there.
Yes. Now Bandi them, the Banta them mixed with the Bandis.
Papa, today I'm not going to exceed 11 o'clock.
I think we have done so much for today, and I think we get callers them.
Hay fever, they knock me down.
We have to take permission to exit very early.
Yeah.
The only thing we'll go say is we go continue with this topic.
Yeah.
Because I want to treat other areas of this topic, like the place names, the cultural attributes of the food system.
And at some point, just like how we talk about
your namesake don't come. He say, "Lord, no great."
Well, I will left una too. Well, me they can't left una now. He make it better for me.
I think I know that.
Nicodemus don't come. Nicodemus, you don't come. Well, me they go. Well, Babulem, make us say goodbye. And they left una now.
I know it.
Yes.
Yeah. I say Nicodemus don't come. Nico exits now. When I will continue on my behalf. Love una very much.
You know, go tell Ibrahim 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, we all go.
It drawing no still there and in face swell, I go sleep.
Okay.
You see how by face the face swell. They do.
So now that
you're not able to send them by internet or so bye.
Bye.
But in Norwegian we say harder.
Okay, well, Maniro.
Good night.
Maniro. Well, let go rest.
Yes, sir.
You know, now there are few things I know more I want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, they talk about the Gara now.
Mm-hmm.
I be one for me. We hear about the Gara. We talk about who grew up. We been grew up in the McKinney area.
Okay.
All which they explain so in normal, because the the area outside they make the gara actually, they call them Manikala.
Yeah.
When a Manigo people and they but waiting come collapse this industry when I talk about in collapse one. Now then they go and begin buy gara from Mali. You know, Salon not ever value what you get. Then begin they
Hey,
go
boy, it
buy
happened today.
yes. No, then they go and begin buy gara from Mali.
Then they call him Bamako, what's in
Yes,
then get a name
yes.
for.
Now they them spoil this industry when I talk about so. Now buy them go buy then they go and buy them things and instead of them not your what then get, then they go and begin for buy. But who be group all them processes they are way they explain so because normally what will happen? Somebody they go to Manikala, it go land for make the gara. It can an area inside the make the gara now.
Yes. Or somebody go there specifically for go learn how for Thai.
Yes, all of
Because
that
then have been big job in those days.
yes, all and they don't buy that arts day. They don't buy them. What I mean, people who they go land, where they go na Manikala, they go land, they know sabi am now. I dey talk am because even to we, na host to we, the mommy be the who they make garage like we see for the knock them, now who they do, then give we money, we then come out sell.
And they
We
been the pill we and
yes. So
yeah.
because you get for the you get for the change on the hands the which other one don't have they ask you change to the other one. But all what I say is that the culture of that gara that sell we sell them. I mean to foreigners them we go
And
begin to go buy.
you say Chinese, then they make one plastic with fiber gara can sell give people.
Now wait,
Hey,
see no more. Hey,
salon. But for the what you do na salon, but we make
no,
one million.
now because we know innovative salon any salon if you see them say you eat building, you don't hear about another building.
Promote them
If they
be
say you
promote
from what they
Chinese
say
can build building 30 day.
30
Chinese
days,
can build stadium 30 day.
30 the salon will not they
The
grow.
land for the other stadium, more than be the plan, they don't sell and people they don't go below all day. You know, side the other
Yes.
stadium before day.
No.
You see from I call this place that Spring Water Junction. We pass Mambor and Akalbatong, they come towards Jue.
Mm.
That Spring Water Junction. For coming up that bridge now, Rogu, who side them may go to me for kill me. That
Even
area
we can,
there, now they the other stadium before built by the sea. They don't sell
what,
all the under. The last time I go, I
yes.
see us there all day. I say, well, this country not sober. This country
So
salon not ready for develop. Salon not ready for
no.
develop.
You know, say inside this week, there's a mining week. Mr. Dallo, the sad thing, they show how much we get for mining revenue. $22 million.
And then I will pay salary for 2 months.
Yeah.
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 Hey God.
22 million
Hey
dollars.
God.
Is that what they say?
Mhm.
They say in fact we don't because we double the revenue from 2023, we double them in 2024. Now we 11 million, we get 2023. So 2024 we get 22 million, so we double. Then we explain now which they do for make a double. The magic way they take for let it
Who's
double.
kind of magic? What
No, I
kind
mean
of magic?
no, I just they exaggerate, not to so then say oh.
Okay.
Then they try for explain to we now which they do for make a let double from 11 to 22. They then count for license for mine.
You
Imagine,
know,
oh,
you know,
they say iron ore, they export $700 million of iron ore.
that's a lie.
No, we take them from that.
That's a
If we
lie.
take, no, we take them from that 700 million. You tell me, say, iron ore, that 700 million, na export. So, all, how much una get it? Because you say 22 million. Diamond, they say 101 million. Now they export for diamond.
Diamond, I not go
121.
deny because all of it is smuggled through Kono and Koinadu going to Conakry, Guinea. I not go deny. But that iron ore, Honestly, that's a lie. Sierra Leone is exporting above 100 million metric tons of iron ore per annum.
No, because Mr.
That's
Diallo,
far above 700 million.
but as I tell you the other time, I don't know if I'm not tell, we don't get any monitoring mechanism
We
for the
get.
No, we
I
don't
they
deploy.
come. I want bring them to a notice. You know, Abiwala will get a special program on that, but we don't bring them, we can start for
Okay.
discuss them. We
Okay.
have a monitoring mechanism. The Sierra Leone Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative. But guess what? It is under the control of the Vice President's office. Go to the website now and check for Sierra Leone EITI. Just put EITI. Then you look for Sierra Leone. How can you be a judge and what in the same court? How can you? The government with the mining companies, now then they sign contract. EITI is supposed to be an independent body. But then take her, they make her into something we connected with the vice president's office. I see one lady there where then say, Naina the thing, wait laugh and I'm la put on the screen, let people then see. I was going to discuss that. I've been planning for discussion. But I do say la wait. La put them on the screen.
They say this week that mining week.
There is a lot of double standards going on in Sierra Leone because the ruling class and the intellectual class, they're not ready for making that country develop. Now they show so on the screen. Sierra Leone EITI. We look about the governance of Sierra Leone EITI, what I see? Vice President and them and they fumble them. I not elect talk tribalism, but they begin talking now because this thing don't pass mark. You don't pass mark.
And what I want to say back about this, we talk about EIT, we get the vice president, the head them. We can get all of this, Mr. Diallo, as usual, it not be effective.
If it is an independent body supervised by independent, sober-minded people, it will be effective.
Yes.
The problem with Sierra Leone is everything we make on politics.
Yes. I 100% or 1,000% agree with you.
There are issues that should not be politics. No way. Nobody forget $2 trillion from the oil fund if they be made into a political issue. When they establish the oil fund, then put them under the Central Bank of Norway, then say, okay, this body, although it is under now, but if it be a semi-autonomous body, your role is supervisory, let them have the ability to professionally run themselves. Anytime where they want to appoint a leader for the oil fund in Norway, not when a parliament they decide them. Not so it has pleased His Excellency or His Excellency.
Let me tell you, even who side they appoint, we're gonna build them now the prime minister and then they appoint a lot of things there. But because people get other means of livelihood, or you talk about ethical standard,
get integrity and trust.
Yes,
not
so
the livelihood. Now integrity.
It no matter. No, because na salon and you get for do livelihood back.
Now integrity will not get. Because 90% of these guys doing all the mess in Sierra Leone have an education that can afford them good jobs outside Sierra Leone.
Mr. Diallo, you talk about that people when they come out abroad, they need mortgage and house.
Lack of integrity. I will not do that. I have integrity.
Yes, I mean that one now with you. Now with you,
lack of integrity.
Majority will do it.
I not go come here for go rip off Sierra Leone. As a matter of fact, I want come here for go help for build Sierra Leone. I want come here go Sierra Leone with something we go create jobs for people them. Not to for go back, go thief the society.
Let me tell you how some people market themselves. Let me give you 2 examples of them. Now the government right now. You see Mike Berawa within a social media as a bully.
I know. May I
He
talk
dey
about
as
social media to them.
yes, he be there on social media as a bully.
You want bring
Now,
in nonsense to me, now tell and say you idiot, I will employ you. So behave yourself.
so now him he be dey use, he dey bully people them. He dey even want to tell this guy call them I call him, say he call him with Koita for can discuss. Then therefore he abandoned the program. This guy, that artist, that guy, I think that's Shaba, right?
Time na Shaba.
Okay. He bring them to table for can talk. There with Cashbox and Koita. And then therefore abandon the program. Because my parents one can bully them and Koita, you know, they hit themselves. Because let me say so, both of them hit each other. All that in the way see them all Koita, not for anything.
But
They don't know.
nine fan for himself.
Yes.
May not
I
get
mean,
sympathy for that idiot.
No, I mean, I talk about the hatred we didn't get for each other, Kuta and them. They hate themselves. So, not just in a one way or not both ways. I mean, upon that interview, where Kuta can talk. Now I see they hate themselves bitterly. So, in Mike Berawa and one guy been there, if they kind of viewers. And they call him Ali, something, Emmanuel Ali. Emmanuel Ali, right now, the resident minister at the East. Imagine if you America, you make let's say get good job. Now in this saloon, it work it as resident minister. Because now saloon when they get the money, then they don't use that money. They get motoka, then they give them motoka, then they give them fuel, then they get housing allowance. So if you get $5,000, now for save. So now when they go to saloon, now we can talk about jobs. Anyway, the other thing I want to talk about, where Imran Ongo, he talk about that university where he see them born. Interest me.
Now,
He say,
Dylan Dixon.
he see, that's what today 21, they begin be violent too. It's like, you know, everybody violent. Yeah. What did they go about the university? Because even the other time, Alpha Kande tell Marabi, he say President Bio, then people are yeah, if you want to see get with the man, get policeman, if you don't pull you come on office, don't tell. You know it's don't do. Alpha Kande talk am. He say, I understand people will pass you. Then people like, not to say get policeman to the man, if you don't pull you come on. Which is the man of Sudan? You know it's don't do. What they have with them born university, Mr. Jallo? In fact, you know.
Now, the British, them, I mean, get an issue with for the Tarawali. For the Tarawali, what they say, what's in NSF? Idara.
What they call Contofili?
Yes. So, that thing they result in a riot where people then die. Now, within that period, that university born.
Come on, then people are violent. Me and you know doubt you.
But the violence is historical. Something then they Naimekaki always say, finally we'll go back into history, like we know what in are the reason we make something they be. There was a time where people let me they come or go catch people for go sell into slavery. So as a form of protection, people took to violence, which was a kind of resistance because actually some of them, the leaders, them be they cooperate with the slave traders. So in retaliation, they do a lot of things to the leaders them. That's where the
There's a lot.
culture of violence started in Sierra Leone. And the culture of violence is not limited only to the Northerners. It's across the board. In fact, Southerners are more violent. They
No,
companies of violence.
yeah, maybe in terms of the political aspect, but in terms of
It's
the social
not
aspect,
political, it's not social, it's cultural, it's epigenetic, it's printed in the DNA. If you understand the socio psychology over the centuries, from the time where people then run come into the forest for can hide from the Arab slave traders, to the time where then you very leaders then begin to collaborate with traders them for can catch them for scare go into slavery, lie and then say this now witch man, this now this, then take them sell into slavery. Then you would understand the root of all the violence in Sierra Leone. It's a trauma that we have to heal. It's a trauma. It's a deep-seated trauma. And this kind of trauma would only be healed when we have sober-minded, informed people in politics. Not the way you get person where they go talk, say, Salome don't divide, I'm not able to make them. That was a very stupid statement from a head of
no,
state.
because that one day, Mr. Galona, because people are not they know, from then they will get state for talking. You see now the education we then give them, all we then born them, now you make this thing. Then I don't tell you,
But I
see,
have said it here, say we education then give we, now for divide we, now miseducation. In the beginning
no,
of this program today, I said it. Now,
yeah, because
miseducation, we're all miseducated. We need for unlearn and relearn for make we understand a lot of things.
yes, because what you are talk say, na the kind of education, like when they born a Jew na Israel and the Arab, then get this thing when they tell the Arabs them, they tell them picking them about the Jews,
Then the
how
Jews,
bad
then
them
they
they.
tell them picking them about the Arabs.
Yes, so now that kind of education I mean, not the education I follow.
Now the same thing they talk. Now the same thing
Where
they
you,
talk. We
where you,
education teach we enough for respect within our we own. It
no,
teach
well,
we
what
enough for find out within our we own.
now the what you talk about.
You they cut
We talk
what
say,
happen?
okay, wait,
You they
wait,
use
like
the
check the.
earpiece?
You get me?
Yeah, it clear now.
Yeah, because you know, say now always I not come 11 o'clock not reach it. Now me cannot be I still in I still walk around.
Okay.
Anyway, well, you see, we talk about the perspective of Julius Marabio. Say he say he not able to fix the country. Now then there we will go to that was the angle where you see they talk about the history where they tell you Pekin.
Mhm.
Because you know mean say where is violence we did that time they una for the born una Pekin them una dey tell them about them people are them bad, them people are them bad, them people are them bad. That is another generation. We get we own generation. Me brother go do business na Kenima.
Mhm.
Where he want turn back, na in 2 men they were see they follow them. Then they come. So then come again, they
Mhm.
what is they turn back again. I say what happened? They say when they grow up, what they tell them about you, man, nothing they can see you.
Ah, well.
They say the people are them bad. The people are them bad, now violent people them. Okay, then they left the example. My friend in America and a nurse, then they work with one southern one woman from Kelahu. Now you look at me, he say, man, you different. No? Now you see what you mean. He said, no one is outside the bot person, outside the buckle. He say, what did they tell you about you, man? He just is looking up, he bought you. Eh? He hold it close. He begin to bang you. If so, Mother Bio, Julius Mother Bio, now just somebody way be the read and talk then day, and he get the power, the means for come to the front. Now me can tell you see, let me get a plan. Let me this.
For the
Yes,
not
sir.
to excuse from other view.
No, because like
Not to
religiously,
excuse. You nothing do?
no, sir.
Julius Motherville don't mix with our people from all over Sierra Leone from that time where they grew up. Julius Mother be working at Lungi Airport. He mixed with all other people. Why should he still be thinking that way?
Yes, because he talks it don't work not the change he still get something an unfinished mission. Now I mean now that one go now. You see, when they come to power, let tell you two things the way they want to do. You know, say this division of the country, you don't say within at the plan, not them plan. So remember, sometimes they way them want go build where them say they not go make it because they say now two things they only they need for making another country in the south. They need airport and they need a seaport.
Well, let
If you
them
know
do
say
it. Let them do a
listen
law
now,
divide salon.
so, you know
Law
say
get peace.
there is a point in time where them you don't go mark some field like Kenima for airfield. I don't know if you remember
I
that
know
in I
about
think
that.
2019 or 2020.
Kenema been get your field, they don't go sell the land. Now I mean bring
Yes,
that talk there. Kenema been
yes,
get your field, Bo been get your field, Bont been
yes.
get your field.
Yeah, I know what then you're feeling. You know, so who they study geography, they study in the all. What I did for say, under your own administration, so it been come with a plan for make the airport day. So it been come with some controversy, say, then just see, then go make a signboard say, let all man stay off Naya, then they can't make airport. People they were surprised. So it come back a point where they talk about the port now bond them want make the port.
They're not able.
20 no, now money stop them.
Not
So I
the
just
money.
what you make therefore take all this year.
Bavode,
Yes, sir.
that's my profession. It's not money. Bont is a sandy place. If Bont been able allow for make ship and land there, Sierra Rutile not been for the use barges for export that rutile.
Well, now maybe like you say, but then to start them thing there, which mean they talk there, you
Even
talk
that
about it.
project where Idris Elba they talk about na Bont, Past and go build one flat house demo, but you cannot build a skyscraper on Bont Island. It's sandy. It's a sand collected by the Atlantic, this transatlantic current where they come up from the Caribbean. It come towards Sierra Leone. It shoots north, what then they call the Gulf Stream. When the current they meet the land mass, it shoots north. That area outside it get a curve. Sand they collect there, Naina Bont Island. That place is shallow and sandy. I'm giving you the oceanographic facts. Go and check
Yes.
it.
No, I know the
You know
sorry
to
not.
Congo for school I go. Like then on a big man the owner getting a salon.
So I just that was the way you talk how the topic say the one people one country. I make a try for talk say the politician who will get today, they cannot do that because
Because
they
they
get something.
don't know. One. Two, they not get the moral currency for look see how we go make this place for we all. If even we not been getting similarities here, we'll get so in terms of place name, son name, culture, except well, Belgium more divided past Salon.
Of course, it's stuck.
Who do
Yeah,
you
it's
think
stuck.
say make Salo? If it's say na God can Belgium, I mean, if it's say na God condom, now the
No,
intellectuals in the society, especially
exactly.
those in politics, then
Yes,
say
yes,
let
yes.
us make this place for all of us.
100%. Only
So for you head
100%.
of state for go say I'm not able to make ya, no.
Yes, yes. So because they get anything there where they cannot move away from, and
Now
they
the
cannot be
same
a
thing
leader.
UNESCO might talk recently. The same thing Mother Bio talk now echo recently, and that tape will leak.
What you say in
We
that?
then ask them, now saying, I like them get for ourselves now, and because our salon day. I say, what are these idiots
No,
saying?
no, no. Because why they talk to me, he want just glorify himself. Say
I
we
like
in
it
camp.
one glorifying say, but why you for think that way?
No, because he want to insist on only me can do it. Me what I do, Mr.
What
Jallo. Okay,
what did they
Nadia
do?
go.
What did they
Well,
do?
Nadia
To
one,
give
Nadia,
away 12.8 billion metric tons of iron ore free?
Nadia,
Not to
Nadia
20
one, and
million then give salon for all the minerals. That
Nadia one.
Tonkolili iron ore.
Yeah.
That
Mm-hmm.
Tonkolili iron ore. If we get the same terms with Guinea, they can get Pansim and do 15% upfront. That Sankoh are not supposed for they give $1 billion every year. Royalty.
Yeah, now that one end for in legacy because I really want to talk about in legacy.
Said, and then we talk about legacy, not
Legacy. No,
legacy.
I know. Say me. I've listened. No one. I don't just mention the in name because I don't know like him Rambi talk. See, they talk about legacy. Mr. Jallo, these people, if you ask Mother Beauty, then it will tell you how much you don't achieve, how much you don't change the country, and then believe in that, and then believe what they say. Oh, see,
Well, they
them don't
fine for
come,
them.
then don't make a difference. They meet this team with this. So
Then they live in space. Not to
yes, yes, then believe in what they say. I don't understand how an school they talk about legacy because some people in Dana then they go and promote that legacy. They write book for them all. Where the man left, immediately with Watano a commodity Watano Day, and still they talk say
electricity, not they talk about
no.
legacy. A legacy should last forever.
Yes, a legacy for last forever. That's what I wanted to say. Because you go one talk say, because the other hand, if you want argue for him, you go talk say, it depends on the person we inherit. But which I get problem with that.
Usai.
No, I mean
Sankara they call do allow make and quickly self.
Okay, good. Yes. Okay, sir. No,
now go ahead.
Talk,
just finish this. Usai he go say, would the person we can name well?
No, now I just say on the devil's advocate, you could talk say maybe the man will come after him, you know what I'm fine, but it's too fast now. The destruction is happening too quick.
Mister.
Now make a talk say maybe yes, sir.
Mister. When Shaka Stevens left power, 1985, up to 1990, we system not been broken.
Yes.
It not been broken, no.
Yeah, something.
The country been hard up. The country been bankrupt. But there were a lot of facilities still working in Sierra Leone. True or false?
No, well, not true, sir. Not true.
Let allow this other man.
Okay. Later, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, bye. Hello?
Yes, Father.
Yes,
good evening, sir. Now that I have no business,
I get for court to reach the license council.
Yes. Now that I have no business.
This na family property, so all man for talk.
Yeah. Now that I have no business on a bring can I make a just talk like in 1 or 2 minutes because yes. Now I know say I didn't find out about almost 3 and they take from that Sankoh
yeah, almost 3 per month because the last picture was see now yes, 94 were gone deep on that train.
Yes.
I don't know. Now I make a tell you find out because Siam has 20 tons, not 40 tons. The 40 tons and then bigger. You understand?
Yes.
Let us say it's 20 tons per wagon times 94.
Yes. Well, not to 1 ton per day because I sent to you the message my brother sent today. I'll be sending it to you this afternoon for a day. Now, afternoon, 4 time that train they pass.
With 94
in the
trucks.
Afternoon. Yes, 4 time in the afternoon, 4 times in the night. All the whole night, then they transport that.
These guys are ripping off our country.
Yes. 8 trips per day for 5, 6 to 7 days per week.
Let me just do some calculation. 20 times 94.
94.
Then 1,880 tons they go per train.
Okay, that's for the 1 trip.
Yeah, the 1 train. Times 4.
Yes, times 8 because it says something at 4 the pass. If net, but he said all the whole net. Wait, I sent to you the message. Read and listen. Napantimne senam. Napantimne, my brother senam. Pajalo, me I cried
Then
the way that
get,
man
then
said that
get
thing.
days there wouldn't they rest like Saturday and Sunday or na every
When
day?
I done the now, I say,
Now
let's
for
find out from
ask
him
and back. Now for
yes,
ask and back.
to the body
Because
with the work day.
if we take them by 5,
Yes.
that na 75,200 metric tons per week.
Per week.
Times 4. Then at 300,800 metric tons per week. Times
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't
months.
tell him. I still let him make a talk to that bobo because me that my brother he no go English school. So na the mom in the village. But say one of them bobo then day we na then the work day. Everybody we go school and the other bobo them 2 bobo them then they work self na the side they go police iron off. Now they work. It's a 2 of bobo then day na we the work days. No now see well I talk to them. Make them tell me exactly because now the more our interview. Let them tell me exactly because then we will tell me exactly what's in the happen, how many tons per the wagon, then how many trips per day. Because they tell me say na all the old net. He say even self that surface rent where they pay. The other say I think I'm on self now 200,000, but now they go give the one village. I laugh till it laugh. Just imagine, I did tell you. So now when I be talk about them minerals, then they that EITI business the way now that one something Tarawali lady, Manti Tarawali, then at the Minister of State day to the Vice President in the office.
In charge of that thing there.
Yes, that lady one Manti Tarawali. Now so the no more. And then they just like we they talk now. Now not to honor government service for day. Even if for the honor government service, not to honor the vice president for day. Again, not you forget like the opposition.
Be like that mineral agency.
Exactly.
Like I get that mineral agency. When a semi-autonomous body.
Autonomous
so that
body.
EITI day for day.
For day. Then this other thing we'll be talk about, Mr. Pajalo, this issue of this culture, Sierra Leone, Africa, you talk about the Nigerians, the Guineans, then they are quite true something.
Babode, what is a Sankara?
Yes, sir.
Not to guess what they do.
No, yes, sir.
Then they mix with people. Everywhere now they know where. I mean, they mix more with those people than with Sierra Leoneans. A people, you didn't know their culture when they're outside the country.
Yes.
The Nigerians, then come up from different tribes. Then get over 2,000 tribes in Nigeria.
Tribes. Yes, of course, yeah.
And a population of about 230 million. But I'll tell you one thing, mark this. Any sign Nigerians and any sign of the world, then they unite. Tribe no matter.
Not only Nigeria, then they unite too. Any
Ghanaians.
Nigerian day, he deal with Africans, will all the unite together.
Yes. Then let for Kanto we Africans than for go to Whitman.
Whitman, yes.
Amongst themselves, they are all united. You no go know that na Yoruba, you no go know that na Igbo, you no go know that na Hausa. They are united.
Yes, I do say na also.
Then get them squibbles and squabbles, but then they settle them amongst themselves.
Settle them, yes. My best friend is a Nigerian. Me went foot in went back now. They very close.
Okay. You know, and another thing about them.
Yes, sir.
Nigeria man, they get mind, he get $1 million. You know, and put on a bank, they can't give you all this money for me.
Exactly. Yes, some get quality.
They all.
Yes.
I mean, they do money transfer. The Nigerians were the only people coming to me. You know, they get them business the way they do. They will come to me and say, Papa, look, this 50,000. We know say you know able to send all one olam, they send a small for we. Small
for we.
Anytime I send them, I send the receipt to them by email. Anytime I send them, where I don't send all done, Then go come back, then can give me other amount. Those guys were putting 500, 600,000 in my hand. See, all and they sell and small for me. Because when they do money transfer, you get limits to the amount where they send, for past 30,000.
Yes, no, not for pastors, yeah.
You understand?
Not for past yeah,
so
such amount.
That money they can do with me over 1 month. I they send them for there, they send the receipt. One day, they not get out. One day.
Now, so I do you see the Ghanaian, the Senegalese, the Ghanaian them, they're not to themselves. Now they help each other.
Yes.
They're not the help for the person. They're not the help for the person.
They're not open. They're not open.
They're not open. The Ghanaian one on the one side. If you get work, they go help in Ghanaian brother.
Yes.
The Senegalese one on the one side. We get work now the Senegalese brother they go help.
And they're not the poor themselves.
Yes, they don't spoil themselves.
In Nigeria, if you can't go now work place now, they go pull you.
Yes, exactly. One lady don't get us in Italy. The lady they cry. One lady don't get us.
I know.
Yes, he called him come people work. Now this lady, he won't go holiday in Sierra Leone. He lied to the boss man and say, now the north na so Saudi. He lied to the boss man and say, Mama died. So where he go now, holiday money he be have to go for. Nobody left for he go. So he go na beach, he go begin to enjoy himself. He begin sending picture to that party we go left that. You know say
yes, stupidity.
Now stupidity. That party. No, if you say no more like a way you believe what's in a party. That party way send out to now. Now you go show the people that I say, look how much they always say na bury in go look at it for enjoy. Just imagine.
And when they sack down, they get the job.
Yes, exactly. You can't be just go left people and job. It's second wait for me now. Yeah.
Sick people.
It's sick people. Whether they put that in, they all man they cry for an aya. I swear to God, this also this we are just also the also right now because na night this so the time way because a refugee place where the African they come, the Sierra Leoneans they will come. The time they come now they can't turn enemy for me now. Yeah. I be the laugh self now. I they laugh. I say, what you not able to do now? So at the end of the day, when they go now that they call me now, then they when they get problem, I mean they call by again for ask me for help them for the language. Where are they go teach the language and the culture? They know they pay attention. About this man left now, they can't tell we about another man language. Now then they call me now for help them. Just imagine.
Something is structurally wrong with our minds.
Yes, exactly. Let's just like we talk at this now, we'll get a role for play with the educated ones, them. Well, when I the stupid one, they will not able to bring people in together. This is our problem.
We make the people more sick. We belong get this this trauma from slavery term. We counter independence upon colonialism, we get the trauma. We get independence back, now fet and cost we see dumper. So the generation we come after, they are so traumatized, they don't know nothing. Before we see them, let we find a way, let we all come together. Instead, we they go inside politics, go create division. But me, I don't talk them. On our politician, them, me and them. Okay. I'll not go talk.
But before they talk one thing just about that gara Namakeni, where that Manikala side, who said they make that gara.
That banana street area.
Yes, now they talk about Daba Makona. Why will not they try for improve we own, then they left we own, then they go buy the one
Sankara.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see, the wish for do good is one thing.
Yes, sir.
The wish of the people, the way they do good, now other thing.
Yes, exactly.
You see, all this noise what they make, if the society leaders them, then all team up say, let we change here. If all the people them say this is what the leaders want, then they follow. But when this guy talk this, then the guy talk down there, we they send mixed signals to the people them, such that the people they not even know that for believe. Exactly. And this is not the problem how they create now. Now make a case say The educated
Yes, sir.
class, they're responsible for that country backwardness. Because
Exactly.
they are all
Exactly. Yeah.
idiots.
Exactly.
If
Really?
everybody in the educated class be don't say, let us make this place so it can be convenient for all of us.
Us.
Believe me, you, that task they anyhow with Ranga for do. You know, they take past 10 years for do.
Past 10 years for do exactly.
You know, they take past 10 years. Mm.
When Alisaki asks people, I say, well, they always grumble, so not get water.
If China able to develop inside 40 years,
40 years, 45
why
years.
we not for able to change the country mentality inside 10 years? If we all ready for one.
If we're ready, if we're ready, in a simple thing. So in a small country, and now one thing, the layman, it is listen to we. If we all come together, we make what in we all think one way, we act one way, they all they follow we.
We maintain that discipline, say.
That discipline.
Wo they out yonder, now so we all
Yes,
for
sir.
behave. Wo they out
Yes.
yonder, now so we all for talk. The people will listen to us.
Us,
They will copy us. They will Salomon like copy.
Copy, yeah.
Anything you then see we up yonder they do, now then they copy.
Now then they copy, yeah.
So what is so big about us behaving ourselves? Instead, we all over the place they misbehave. We say we're not big man there.
Big man there.
We get for try, we get for try.
Now they call themselves elite class. Now they don't corrupt this thing. Now they don't mix up everything.
All right.
They say, yes, me a big man, me a this, me a that. What do you mean? Who are you, that big man?
Anyway, we're not going to solve all the problem one day.
One day.
But by God in power, we'll solve it. Tomorrow, let me hear you talk about this project where they talk about.
Yes, sir. Okay,
sir.
But
I noticed what you sent to me this afternoon.
I'll
be reply you say we'll discuss on tomorrow.
Yes, I see the reply.
Around early midday, let's say 1, 2. Must call me, we'll discuss them, yeah?
Okay, 1, 2. Okay, sir. No problem, sir.
Something then they will for discuss about that project today.
Okay, sir.
Then we will look for ways of finding the funds for it. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Funds then they, but we will get for take time search for them. But we need for look at what you they do, what you go be the impact and then kind of thing then they. Then we will look for the funds, yeah?
No problem, sir.
Okay,
yes,
so
sir.
we talk tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Good night, sir. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
So fumble them. We don't try for today. On our way they listen. The new ones that we come do ya are the big. Una subscribe to the channel. The old one them with the new one them una like the video. And una help we for share this video. As I can always say, this place is a place to educate us, for make we know what you need for no but salon, so that we all go sit down, we say, let us make this place for all of us. The day they think for do that. You know what I mean? Say we all for left what they do, say, Lord, go sacrifice for country. No. If we don't set standards, say, now this not the standard, let everybody adhere to them. Then nobody no broke that standard because he thinks he better pass the next man. Then nobody no broke that standard because he thinks he get power past the next man. Let we all learn for live together, respect each other, and build trust. Trust na the currency we need for make we take we country go before. And if we use then trust and we put respect inside there, between 10 to 20 years, that country go make to the extent that nobody no go there where they earn below $1,000. I want to let know that. Dubai in the 70s was a fishing village. Today, now a world center where all man they go. Not to magic then take make there. Now the people are willing say, Lord, make here. And they make them. we can do the same in Sierra Leone. We get a lot in common as Sierra Leone than what make we different. But we need to find out what in common, let we begin use them for make we get peace and unity. Una help us share the channel. Una let we work towards what in go make we come together. Let we build what in go make we all left a legacy. What I say legacy, not almost money, almost else you left. Now what you left will go make the society able to continue by itself. Right now, we not get legacy in a salon. Joanna have been there before. They not left legacy. If one follow in that footstep, fine. If we not follow in that footstep, let we think about what you go do. Let we all come together and make Sierra Leone. Una thank you. We go meet on Monday.
What happens when truth becomes a tool, not a right? In Sierra Leone, confusion isn't just chaos. It's strategy. When leaders deny what you live, gaslight your reality, and rewrite the past, who really holds the power? Tonight on Truth Unmasked, we expose the tactics, we name the games, we decode the lies. Don't just believe what they tell you. Ask why they want you to believe it.
Oh no, who go speak for the voiceless? Oh yeah. The system they're broken is lawless. Then they use the power for oppress. Mama cry for the pikin where them put to rest. These streets they red like the sunset. Oh yeah. Bodies that fall, but we not forget. The women them cry, them pain at the silence. Who go fight for justice in this violence? Our leaders were the love for the nation. Why you not they bring with tribulation? Them they kill with dreams with oppression. Sierra Leone, we need salvation.